Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first installation of RunItBack. I am Vega here with my two co-hosts, BSG, BlueSkyGuy, and Zippy.
Hello.
Um, so this is going to be the first episode of RunItBack, and I guess we're going to start off with the Arc World Tour that happened last weekend. Both of
Yeah.
y'all participating in it. What are y'all thoughts coming off from that event?
I'll be lying if I said I wasn't a bit salty. But but I have reasons to be salty. I have reason to be salty. I will say I was going to that tour on a 3-week character. I was a 3-week character against all these people who've been playing the same character for over a year. It's not fair. It's not fair. And it was rigged from the start. Literally rigged from the start.
How was it
My
rigged from the
group my
start?
groups was ass. My groups was ass. Everything was bad.
What do
But
you mean they were ass? You chose the groups.
no choice. I was like the 14th seed going in. Okay, I will talk about these groups real quick. Bro, Group D. It was like fucking Aaron Demek, rookies, Riazzo, and Saki. That was the golden group, bro. If I had that shit, I was making that winner side so easily. That was it was perfect.
So
It was a perfect group. It
I
was
know
a perfect
there was
group.
kind of, I guess, some confusion on how the draft actually worked.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
like better in person? Like once it got started, did everyone kind of figure it out, or was people still kind of confused what they were doing?
Everything made sense, but the LCQ. Because we couldn't pick what group we wanted. Because, like, let's say you were pick one, right? Seed one. You might want to pick the LCQ group, but you just can't. You
Oh,
can't target the LCQ because they're last pick.
mm.
And since they're going to be, like, they're the first pick, right? But they didn't show where the LCQ was until everyone picked. So whichever group had one spot remaining, that was the LCQ.
Interesting. Did that like cause any weird dynamics of picking? Like, was that a thought process, or was it just kind of like, who knows? Like, who cares?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna talk.
when I went up, I knew where the LCQ was because there was 3 groups left. 2 groups had one person remaining to be like picked, and that would be me. I'll take that last spot. And one group had 2 people left. That would be me, and then whichever. If everyone like dodged that group, that'll be LCQ. But LCQ is weird when it comes to fighting games because like the LCQ winner could be like a fucking god, or they had like the easiest bracket battle of all time. It's like
They
it's
could
so
do
hard to
a really
tell.
good job. It's really messed up
Yeah,
because we saw two very different outcomes with both LCQ spots for our games. For Grand Blue, the LCQ winner, they had gone 0-3 in their group, leaving and putting them at last in their pool, while the Strive LCQ winner had won the whole bracket.
Well, there was two
So it's
Strive, and one of them also went 0-3.
all there was
Spread out,
too.
and the
well,
other one
okay,
won the whole thing pretty much
yeah,
uncontested.
See, I mean
yeah,
that's the LCQ experience. Like
and then
the
they had
winner of the LCQ either jobs or they're like the goat.
okay,
What happened
well,
at Capcom
it
Cup?
happened last year. It happened last year with Grand Blue, but also this is the first time I think in fighting game history where the LCQ winner had won the whole tournament. I don't think we've ever seen it happen in any other game. Even Street Fighter,
This is in
we
was
haven't
the
seen it.
farthest we had, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he got a
Third.
second on the 1 minute one.
hmm
Yeah, he got second place.
And then last year, we had Coco getting second as well for the Grand Blue LCQ.
Yep.
So already, this Arc Tour was already in a tournament that was like for the history books. A lot had happened, and a lot of things happened that bracket that people will remember for like years.
What I want to get into though, I want to get to the non-bracket experiences that went down.
Before we
And
jump into that, I just want
first,
to say, like, from a viewer perspective, it was pretty fun watching from home. I mean, the character diversity alone in both games was actually I pulled up the numbers of like the amount of characters for each game,
yeah,
and the most in Grand Blue of the same character was like there were two Seahawks because there was Rookie and Riazzo.
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh, there was two Catalina. Space plays Catalina, right?
Base they were
Beatrix.
on
Beatrix.
They were on
There's
Beatrix
like Beatrix.
and
There was three
Yeah,
Hydra.
Beatrix.
three
Yeah,
Beatrix then,
there's three
Yeah.
and then
Beatrix.
two
Yeah,
Belial with Coco
two
and
Bilal.
Aaron.
Yeah,
Coco playing both characters,
Yeah,
yeah.
Beatrix and below. So
yeah, and then in Guilty Gear, there were
most we saw was Gold Lewis, right?
yeah there was
There
two
had to be more than Was there only one?
There's 3 gold
That I
list
There was
do?
players.
three. There was
There's
Rang.
three?
There was Rang. There was
Oh,
Gobo,
Gobo.
and then there was
Red
Red
Eye
Eye
Knot.
Knot.
Forgot Gobo was playing that character now.
And then
I
I
the,
like
think
going for Oscar.
and the only other character with more than one representative was HC with Sonicon and Poca, and then Soul.
Oh no, Tiger Pop. Oh wait, Tiger Pop
Tiger Pop
didn't
was
play?
only on ABBA. Yeah, I think. I don't think they actually pulled out the HC.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then Soul with both the Tuma and Tene,
Mm.
being the
That's
only
interesting.
character double represented in top 8.
I will say, watching New Soul in action, that character looks so much cooler.
Tuma, I got a glaze. Watching that guy play the game makes Drive look so fun. I'm being so for real. Like,
He
there's
just
so
does
much
shit. He just does-
interact. Yeah, exactly. He's interacting, bro. He's playing the fighting game. And that's like you go back this Drive, you gotta fight like Testament. I'm like, get me out. No, don't do that.
I mean, honestly, Tatuma was my personal, getting into like favorite player of each game.
Mhm.
Tatuma was my pick for sure for Guilty Gear.
He was my favorite easily
he
also,
was
yeah.
so fun, and he shows up at Evo. He gets second. He doesn't like show up at I guess in any other tournament for the whole year. Shows up at Arc World Tour. And just he loses to Rang, and I think he only lost to Rang, and he got double
Yeah,
jumped.
he only lost to Rang and Ditto, I think.
No, he was in loser side. What was his group? I actually don't
He
know.
lost to Ditto in groups.
Yeah,
I
he lost to
remember.
Ditto.
It was
groups.
Ditto. Yeah, he had the what we like to call it. I remember it was so funny. We watched Drive groups get picked. We saw Group D. We were like, "Is that not like just a Japanese local?" Like, I feel like they should.
That
be
group
more.
was Poca, Tatsuma, Ditto. Who's the fourth? Was it Gobo?
I think it might have been Sonic.
Sonicon, I think. Yeah.
It was
It was
Sonic.
Sonicon.
Yeah. 3 Japanese, 1 American. Yeah.
I think Sonicon's Korean. It don't matter.
Is he Korean?
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's like, I wonder what it's like to go to a world tour and only fight the people from your region. Like,
That'd be kind of an
Yeah.
L, not gonna lie.
yeah,
It'd
I
be
feel
so
like you
ugly.
gotta hate it, no?
Yeah, no.
I mean,
Unless it's like someone you know you have a 100% win record against, but I don't know.
and then my other player is Yue Rang, the Brazilian goat. Like people hype this man up forever, and then he actually shows up and gets second, and just like, I think I've heard the comparison a lot that he's the combination of all the good American gold Lewis's into one person, and I agree.
Oh,
Like
really?
his offense is goated, his defense is goated. Usually in America we have one that has a gold like
For
Andre.
good offense, yeah.
Andre has
Andre defense.
defense, but not good offense. Red Eye not his offense, not good defense. So he's just the goat,
Yeah,
and he was fun to
that's
watch.
so-
He was fun to watch. Dude, the amount of people support him is unreal.
They were such a
He
nice
won
guy.
Player of the Day,
Twice.
like PlayStation twice.
Yeah,
Both days he won it.
Oh, I would have won it.
He even
twice
won the
if I
event and he just wins
qualified,
it.
though. I think I would have won it twice if I qualified, but that's whatever.
No, bro. Dude, Loki, I should have won that shit. No lie, no lie.
You should have won.
I was on
Dude, you did it on
Sandalphon. I was on a
bro.
mid-tier ass Sandalphon.
They saw you for 2 matches, bro. They saw game 1, the really good game 5 set with Citizen. Then Gamera, straight dick to ass, boy. I'm sorry. That shit was bad. That was so
Oh.
unfortunate.
It's like a 7-3 match to put me down.
Listen, I
They
know about
locked in
7-3
for a
matches,
moment.
bro. Don't tell me. I know about
you did get
7-3s.
followed by Gamera quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. That was
It was so fucked.
Yeah, it was a bit of dick to ass, huh? It was bad. It was bad. But hey, man, I was the closest one in the whole tour to beat the champion, bro. I almost beat Toro.
Gamera? Oh, Toro.
Dude, I almost beat him. A different timeline. I was out of my group's winners. He was losers.
You almost beat Gamera. Not Gamera. Toro in the first 2 set, yeah. But you dropped the
Dude,
2
I almost
before
2-0'd him.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped the combo. If I didn't drop my combo, I won 2-0.
so. Yeah, moving on to Grand Blue then. Excluding yourselves, obviously. Who was y'all's goats of the weekend? Who's
Yeah,
your player of the tournament?
It had to be Riazzo.
Yeah, I remember I made a tweet months back. It was when Riazzo qualified for Brazil. I made a tweet called it was literally just titled Gamera watching Riazzo qualify. And it was a picture of a dude crying in a corner. Because they have history. At that moment, Riazzo was 1-0 on Gamera because he 3-0'd him at Evo.
2-0. Remember, we played a bad game.
Yeah, it was 2-0, yeah. People shit on Evo. They said it wouldn't happen again. It wouldn't happen again. Look what happened.
It really did. It was 3-1
3
this
1.
time.
It was
3-1
almost a
winners
3-0.
tonight.
That was almost as clean.
He lost 3-0 losers, but set history 2-1 Riazzo. Like, let's think about it. 2-1 Riazzo.
It's true. Yeah, obviously Riaz was the GOAT. I also obviously the GOAT, but Toro was like a beast that whole weekend. Dude was
He
just
was a
right
beast,
like
dude.
every time.
He was very
He
good.
plays so weird, bro. Dude, when I played him, he doesn't play Rising. It's so.
He is playing so fundamentally sound that I feel like people are not ready for that. Like I'm watching him play, like he'll do the broken rising stuff like 6XL, flame carpet, etc. Brave counter.
Oh, yeah.
But like in the neutral, he plays so different compared to a lot of our NA players that I feel like a lot of them were not ready for. Especially Riazzo, when I saw him play against Toro, he kept throw baiting with 2-4H and it just wouldn't hit ever, never. He got
I will say-
mash, rolled, spot dodge, cooked.
Yeah, I will say something about Toro. He's a mad scrub on defense, bro. Mad scrub on defense. You can peep my set. I ran up DP'd him like 3 times because I knew he was fuzzy mashing.
He's a delay masher, yeah. Like you have.
Yes, bro. He is a fuzzy mashing king, bro. People like,
I
yo,
like his-
Toro the blocker, bro. He ain't blocking shit, man.
Don't
That's so real.
He has active
Damn
defense.
blockers, man.
That's good.
He is active defense the whole time. I know. I mean, dude, he just when I played him, I don't think I threw so many fireballs in my life. That is. I felt like I had to play honest. It was so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he just controls so much of the screen when he plays. It's wild.
Yeah, especially as Percival too. Big ass buttons, flame carpet, good ass fireballs. Like not much you can do there as Sandalphon to like navigate through besides throwing your own fireball.
I saw one thing that I guess Twitter pointed out. I'm not sure if it's a thing, but he was doing like run up on like every knockdown he would do run up U carpet. I think.
Yes.
Don't get me started on that move, bro. Dude, that move is like
It is
top one
dumb,
ultimate
man.
move in the game.
No.
It is
no.
like that is the definition of carry, bro.
I
That
think
move.
Matera Butterfly is better. I think Matera
No,
Butterfly.
you're on
Alt
Mad
Butterfly?
Gopio. You're on Mad Gopio.
No.
That move is the only reason Percival is like giga broken. It's that one move. No, you probably don't know what that shit does, dude. It's guaranteed 10% of your life on block.
Yeah, I mean, I saw people.
You
saying
can't block it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no counterplay. You hold that,
You have to
and they're
block
like,
it.
"Oh, you gotta walk out of the corner, bro. How am I walking out?"
It's so messed up. And with the Grambley patch, like we said earlier, coming out so soon, so early, like right before the tour, they had changed Brave Counter to make it -2 on block. But before the counterplay to that move, but you would Brave Counter it, you would be plus on block. It'd be your turn. You could fight out somehow, some way. Now, he's just safe. He's like he does a flame carpet, you BC him, he blocks it, he's plus. He just keeps you there. You're stuck. You can't move. And he's just pressuring you with these good ass far M's, far L, he's plus on block, 6XL, and you're taking that damage on top of just like you're maybe delay teching, you maybe get thrown. It's like so much damage added on. It's so scary.
Man, that kid was crazy. But dude, I want to get back to Riazzo. No lie, no lie, dude. He was playing like a fucking idiot, and it was working. I don't know how he does it, man. Dude, I was playing
There's
him.
no other way to describe it.
Yeah, I was playing him in casuals before the top 8 started to warm up. I cooked him like 7-3, bro.
Dude,
I'm like, Riazzo, dude, you're not locked in, bro. And he goes up, does the same shit to Japanese players. It cooks. And I'm like, I think he just has like a buff. I think it's out of region.
It's an NA diff.
NA div. It's in the
That's
water.
NA div. That's the NA playstyle.
They are not ready.
People who aren't used to like
They
run
go-
up parries for no reason.
Mhm.
They're cooked for Riazzo.
EX Rekka, one follow up, wait, mash, wait, parry, constant RPS, just stacking layers on top of layers on top of layers.
I don't think
They were
I've
ready
ever
for that.
seen someone mash on Wake Up more in my life and get away with it. Dude, he
Like,
mashed on Gamera
so
like
good,
3
dude.
times on
Yes,
Wake Up.
dude.
I remember.
He won the second to me. He matched
Yeah.
like close light on Wake Up. It was right.
I remember seeing like I think it was the set he lost on where he did like run up like 2L
Run
into
up
parry.
Two
And I
L
was
parry.
like, you know, honestly, was that intentional? I don't know. But maybe
No,
this.
no, it was definitely a
Yeah,
misinput.
I
But
had to be a
honestly,
mistake, bro.
actually, you know what? Knowing Riazzo, he didn't say it's a misinput, bro. But I don't know.
Yeah, it could be one of those moments where it's like you're so wrong and embarrassed you say it's a misinput.
Mhm.
But it's like in your heart you know you did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, it's like, man, what if he brave countered there, bro?
What do you
knows?
mean, bro?
He was cooking something.
He was cooking.
Something.
Dude. Another player, Monarch, man. Waifu Goat.
Listen, man, I hate zoners, but Monarch is literally he. I will. That is, he's such an Unreal Fighting Game player to me. Like how he develops his game plan and how he adapts is super. It all makes sense, but he does it to such a level that he's able to do it well in every game he plays. He is a phenomenal player.
I mean, he was honestly one of my like underdog picks of like I wanted like
Oh,
it would have been so crazy if he won on fucking. I'm not sure how good Matera is now with the patch, but I know
she's
before
really good now.
she's good now. Okay, well I don't know. Still, just like he's so good at fighting games, just overall and everything. Like I don't know,
Yeah,
full
like
glaze. He deserves it.
dude, I've been saying like I can attest to this, bro. I remember I played Monarch one day. I was telling Zippy about it, like, bro, I think Monarch's the best Matera in the world, bro. Zippy's like, no. You said no, bro. You said no, bro. I was like, I don't know,
Okay,
man.
the
I
thing
look
is, you
at
gotta understand, my whole view of that character was so warped because I played Lucilius.
yeah, you played a
It
character
was
that
like
you
a
validated the
7-3 winning
character.
matchup, pre-nerf.
Yeah,
Like every Matera looked the same in my eyes. I'm like, they're all doing the same thing.
no. Monarch was
Uh,
definitely they were way better than every other
I mean, that's
Matera.
just what comes when you play like an unlosable matchup. Everyone looks the same in your eyes.
Hmm.
So
That's
that's just
fair
what happened.
enough. But regardless, if anything, my favorite players from out of the states were Fittison for sure. Like talking to him about the competition, about fighting games. It's super insightful, like learning his mentality, everything. He's
Yeah.
such a good player and competitor at that. And then also a player that didn't qualify for the tour, who was playing in the LCQ as I was, Zenith. That guy, they were super nice, and the way they play the game, you could genuinely feel like they enjoyed playing the game. Like they felt happy to play the game, play Grimnir. They're they were super good. Like honestly, I hope they do really well at Slashback in the coming weeks, and I hope they qualify for this tour too, because I would love to play them in a bracket set, even though I missed out the chance like this tour.
I will say something about Fittison. He is an old ass man,
He
bro.
is old, dude. I didn't know. He was like, we were like after the bracket and everything. He was like, I'm gonna run some money matches because people play different under money. You can't play poker with no stakes. You have to play for money. This is what we did back in the Street Fighter 4 days. I'm like,
Yeah,
Street Fighter 4.
yeah, no, he's an old ass man, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, he had his wife in the crowd too and everything. I'm like, damn.
Damn.
That's Lunk right there.
Yeah, he's on. Like, I remember I was talking to him like last AWT because we were both qualified. He was like, yo, bro, I look at the life bar for hit confirming. I'm like,
That's what yeah, that's what people do.
that's some
That's
like
Street
old
Fighter
head
plays.
mentality. Like
Yeah.
looking at the health bar to hit conf.
You don't like look at the hit?
So that's why I was like, you don't just like look at him? Like,
Health
what are
bar
you
is a
looking
good
at?
indicator. But I feel like in
Yeah.
Granblue it's harder because I feel like chip damage is pretty noticeable. I guess you're looking for the red as well, but I think it's really it's finicky with Granblue. I just look at them normally because Granblue has such good leniency on how you can hit confirm buttons. You can delay your button for so long. Like you can delay your cancel for so long and hit confirm is super easy. So, but yeah,
Remember
that's
in
that's whatever.
2x KO, people were saying to do that with all the mess on the
Check
screen.
hit confirming a 2x KO?
I was hear people say that
Bro.
like without like all the assists, like your assist, and just look for that.
No, what?
I'm just
Bro,
saying.
2
Okay.
SKO. Okay, this might be an Ari thing. It's probably an
Oh
Ari
yeah,
thing.
RE player. Okay,
Take it
opinion
from
invalidated.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we don't talk about you.
Yeah, I mean, once they hit fireball, how am I gonna confirm it? You know, like,
Yeah, just
and also it's a Gatling game. Wait, what?
Well, your
You're
block
gonna be
yeah.
matching jabs on offense. You're gonna hit confirm your jab. So
If
just
your block
Gatling.
string's a combo, your combo is your block string. Like what
That is. Yeah. I will say, I want to talk about this non-bracket stuff, dude.
an Umbra, yeah.
let's,
Yeah,
let's bring it
Yeah,
up.
that's
Bring
my
up the
favorite.
iceberg. We got
yeah,
it here.
big.
Yeah, bring up the iceberg. Hold on. Yeah, I think we
Do
gotta
they
go with the
know,
first thing,
dude?
bro. The floor shitter, man. Who do you think it is?
Or shitter.
I mean, the debate is Gear Grand Blue, but I will say, could be undernight. Could be undernight.
I mean, okay. I will not lie. I will not lie.
We have
There,
insider information on this.
we saw that venue on that Sunday morning.
Yeah,
The only people that were in, there were no Grand Blue players in there. So
that is
we
true.
can rule them out. We ruled them out. The only people that it could have been were Gear players or Uni players. And there are not many Uni players. And if there were Uni players, they were in the crowd watching. My take is that it was a Gear player. Because they were the highest density people at that event, and it's so hard to rule them out, and it had to be them being at the venue that early for something like that. If
Do
they
you know
have
where
it.
it was? Was it like in the stall or like outside the stall?
Someone had gotten a picture of it. I think it was
Someone
Shuabu.
took a picture.
It was
Yeah,
like
there's
it
a
was like a
Gotta
picture of
do
it
very
some
somewhere on
private
crazy
Twitter.
picture.
work.
Yeah, no, it was like they walked into the bathroom. It's like it smells kind of crazy in there, and then they look like they're probably like doing something like checking something like the shoe or something. Look under the stall, and there's just a dookie, just a pile of it, just right there on the floor. I'm like, like how are you? How do you miss? Like
How did
what
you miss?
happened there?
Someone was in.
That's what I want to know. Was it in the stall or
It was
just
in
like
the
out
stall.
there
It
in the
was in
open?
the
It was in
stall.
the stall.
It was on the stall.
Were they selling
Right.
alcohol at the venue?
Yes.
They were. They were.
Okay.
It was so no. It was so
No,
early.
but
This
it
was
was
like
like this was like
it
10
was
in
in
the
the
morning,
morning.
right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
Yeah.
was
but
like
that's what. So maybe someone got eliminated from uni. Was like, all right, time to go
no,
get blasted.
hell no.
I don't know.
It's
If
no
this
way.
was like right when it opened, there's a chance. Drunk ass staff member, bro.
It could have been
They
just
did
a
it
random
after
Cali
hours.
homeless person. Could just be random Cali homeless
How,
guy.
how would they get in? How would they get in?
Dude, we definitely saw a homeless guy get into the venue.
I did
I
not see
think I
that.
did. I saw it. It's definitely, like, I don't think one of them definitely slipped in. Like it's so. It was pretty well, I guess, guarded, but like, yeah, someone definitely could have slipped in somehow. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's whatever.
So one of my personal favorites, Sonicon walking 13 miles in the hood. Uh,
Yes.
so
Oh
can you
my God.
explain that one for the audience?
Yes, I could do that perfectly. So my good friend Avian and comment, good friend and commentator Avian, we were talking about it on the way back. We're like on the car ride to like a Japanese town in Cali. We're talking about this. He's like, bro, Sonicon walked like 3 hours from the airport to the hotel. He was walking through Crenshaw. I don't know if people know where that place. Like, I don't live in Cali. I live in a pretty, like not high end neighborhood, like a good middle class neighborhood. Like, there's not much happens here. I know about Crenshaw. My dad knows about Crenshaw. He grew up in New York, like Long Island, New York, in the hood. He knows about Crenshaw. That place is crazy. Like we're joking about it, bro. We're like, damn, I didn't know everyone here was a Happy Chaos player. Like that's the kind of neighborhood that is. That shit is insane. You walk through there, got out unscathed. Everyone's like, how did you do it? It's insane. Walking through Cali with all your luggage too.
That's
And
insane.
yeah, going through like two different hoods and just coming out unscathed.
It
That
was like
shit's
a,
so
not
crazy.
even a walk too,
Did
right?
he like
He
take
then
an
walked.
you
Yeah,
take an
he
Uber
walked the whole thing.
back?
He didn't. He Ubered back. He definitely Ubered back.
Okay,
Everyone told him to Uber back.
that's good. I'm glad he did not repeat his journey. That would have been.
Mm-mm. And if he had the medal on and he repeated the journey, we would not hear from SonicCon now. But so that's the point. I guess as we go deeper down this iceberg, there's a personal anecdote that I would love to talk about. The taco exodus. We had Grand Blue had ended, right? We had ended Grand Blue, and we were all hungry. We were famished. Great top eight. We love watching it. Everyone was hungry. So one of the international players coming from Brazil, Cheeky, aka Belial's WhatsApp, they're like, "Oh, let's go to Jack in the Box." I give them a hard no. Everyone looks at me. I'm like, "Let's go get pizza." We and like, there's a Blaze Pizza down the road. We go there. We go down there. It's like super crowded. There's like children running around and screaming. I'm like, let's not go here. I know there's a pizza spot by the hotel. It's a 10-minute walk back to the hotel. We get there, it's closed because it's Sunday on a college campus. Of course, it's closed. And now eh, it's looking grim. I'm like, dude, there's no way I just made at least like 10 people walk from the venue for like 20 minutes trying to find food only to get nothing. I'm like, fuck it. Let's go to the Mexican joint. It's like another 10-minute walk the other way though. So everyone's like, okay, let's do it. Let's go. There's like SoulCal people, international people, Zippy's there. Bro, we're going. It's a 10-minute walk, but this walk is really annoying. You have to cross like one crosswalk 4 times to get across the street, and we have to trek under this bridge teeming with like homeless people. Unfortunate for their circumstance, but that shit's kind of scary if you're like bringing people like from
Yeah.
across like the world, bro. We get there, and the food, thank God, is great. Everyone loves it. Everyone's happy. We got a table outside, 10 gamers at like a table in the middle of Cali. It's great. We're all vibing. It was great. We made it out successfully.
Sounds like a great experience. What kind of taco did you get or burrito? What
I
food did
got
you
a
get?
torta. I got a chorizo torta. It was great. Peak. I actually got the picture of it. I was in the chat. It was peak. It was
You're
great.
so proud of it. You're so proud of it.
I led everyone there. I got them all there. Yeah, I
Oh,
led them to the promised land, dude.
yeah, it's like the Great Supper.
Yes. No, wait, what?
Did you happen to try the queso? Because I'm a firm believer that a Mexican place can't be good unless the queso is good.
I didn't get any queso. The place I'd gone to, they didn't serve queso, but everything else was great. Everything else was amazing. But yeah. Anything for you from anyone else?
What's next on the iceberg to go through? What did you want to talk about, Zippy?
Yeah. I want to talk about the Nen Impact, bro. No lie.
An impact?
Dude, I've been in Impact's #1 defender for so long.
My game is
Everyone keeps telling me game's gonna be ass, game's gonna die in a month. I'm like, it's gonna last, bro. It's not gonna be DNFing. It can't be DNFing.
we played
They're gonna have the
that
World
basketball.
Tour. How many playing the World Tour? It's gonna have all the money. It's gonna have all the money. It's 100x100, bro. Yeah. I was so sad when I saw the
No
World Tour and no one did Impact. I remember I got DMs from like 3 people asking me. I'm so sorry, bro. I was gassing up that game for so long.
The dream is dead. It's
There's
fully
no
dead.
future for that game. I can see it having a competitive scene for like the first major. After that, it's gone. That shit's gonna die so fast.
I don't even know if it'll get a full major spot, to be honest. I think that's gonna be like a side bracket. I would
Give it a year. It won't.
The
Okay.
first launch major, I think it has to
Yeah,
be
it'll
at
be
least
there
one.
as a main game.
Not an
As a
Evo.
main
Not
game
an
one.
Evo. I don't know.
Evo, it will not get enough entrance. I do feel like though, I don't. Is it published by Bandai or is it published by Arxis? Like who?
Published by
It's
Bandai.
Arxis.
Arxis, the publisher, right? Or is it
I
the
think
developer? Arxis developer. Yeah.
Aiding developed it. It's still developed.
Oh,
Aiding.
then Arxis is
It would have been
published.
published.
Yeah.
Yeah, published by Arxis. I was going to say it might take like the DBFZ route where it won't have an Arc World Tour but its own World Tour. They might do that, but normally those are
Well,
pretty scuffed. But
I don't think they will because
They don't have the
DNF
money
was
for it.
done by both, and then
Yeah.
DNF was on the Arc Tour.
Yeah, that I don't know, man.
I will say, I think a lot of people are gonna hate the game. That is.
We played
In
it.
those betas,
We did not.
it's gonna be the same shit as DNF. I promise you. One of those characters are gonna be way better than the others, and it's
We
not.
already experienced it. It's Leorio.
Yeah,
That's
Leroy.
It's already broken.
I know you didn't play the beta, Zach. That character, he has whiff cancels up the ass and the projectile track. He does whiff cancel button projectile and the projectile tracks.
I mean, the game's gonna be so gay as fuck. Like,
And it
there's
stays
no
on hit.
doubting
It stays on hit.
It's so unserious. It's so
Yeah,
unserious.
Yeah,
right. I think if anyone
people
goes to that
wouldn't
game
play it.
expecting a balanced fighting game, that's their fault. I'm gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
completely
Yeah,
honest.
no.
Like, it's
The
so
issue
obvious.
is, people expect the DNF to be balanced on launch. That is.
No, that game already okay.
No, dude. All launch day one, people are mad
All
about it.
right. Well,
People expected it to be balanced. They showed up. They realized it was a 3-character meta, and if you're not playing Swiftmaster, who's the guy with the combo and DP?
Uh,
Hitman.
Hitman. If you're not playing
Hitman, DP,
Swiftmaster, Hitman, or Striker, you're not playing the game.
Strikers.
Like you're
Strikers
literally
is
pot
top
filler.
for me.
It's so crazy that I could say you're a pot filler in that game if you're playing those 3 characters. You're literally pot filler.
If you're
It's
not playing
unreal.
anyone else, it doesn't matter. You could throw Daigo on the sticks in DNF.
Yeah, Daigo's not beating Swiftmaster.
He's using my local 2-2 on Swiftmaster 2-0, and it's not gonna be close. Like that's how broken the game was on launch.
I remember I was playing that game on launch. They did the little Koopa Shell move. Neutral ended. It was
Yeah.
over. They pressed one special move. I lost the game.
It was.
I think my favorite sentence of all time is DP into TOD. I think that is a
Yeah.
great subject or a great idea.
Yeah, I know Zippy knows a lot about that one.
It's so crazy to say this. More and more modern fighting games, they want people to combo up DPs.
I don't know.
Nier,
why.
you had touch of deaths on DPs.
Fairy can do it.
DNF, you had touch of deaths on DPs. And there are 2 games that came out in like the last 5 years, dude.
Street Fighter got combos off of parries, bro.
Yeah, JP was killing you off a parry.
That shit was crazy.
Like, I wonder like why. Like they want games to be more like balanced, but like they're just giving characters like combos off like reversal.
I feel like every game's like, I'll make the one that's balanced.
Yeah, and they have like one character they
it's
didn't
never
test.
balanced ever.
But they did, and eventually JP is definitely balanced now. He's a lot.
He's balanced now.
Yeah. He's not balanced. I mean, I think now there's.
No,
He's not even top 5.
Well, since I feel like I've heard discussion about that since Kakaru won.
Well, that guy's a beast. That guy's just a beast.
He's a beast.
He's a beast, but I've heard people saying that he might be better than once expected. The whole Street Fighter tier list is changing like every day. Like people are.
It does change like every month, dude. Fucking now people are saying like Mai's top 1 or something.
Harry's like top tier. Like, dude, that's how you know the game is balanced when you get characters shifting constantly within the game's lifespan. With Grand Blue, we got this patch. It's like same shit, different toilet. Well, now Percival's even more top tier. Beatrice is more top tier. For Sucia, we knew she was broken.
Literally, all that happened with that patch was like 2 top tiers going down. Belial went from like top 5 to like top 15. Basilius went to like top 25. It's
and then they just buffed the zoners, and now they're debatably in the top tier now.
Yeah.
I will say, I've never. Anyone who says, okay, I may be shit at Street Fighter, and I just started playing, but if anyone says Mai is bad with me with a straight face, I'm crashed out.
People are saying that on launch.
I'm killing them. I'm killing them right there. There, if you lose with that jab and like fan, best fireball in a fighting game ever. By the way, it is the definition of carried. Have y'all seen my fireball?
Yeah.
I know the EX one is like 2 strike throws in one, right? You get 2 guesses.
It is obscene. And her
Imagine Anji Butterfly with like infinite priority.
Yeah. It's Anji Butterfly on a fireball that is like. I saw someone explain it well. It's Jury Fireball Drive Rush the character.
Yeah, no, you just throw that out, mix up, free. Her drive rush is also insane.
Yeah.
So
she's good corner.
I'm not gonna say too much about it because I'm not a big Street Fighter player. I'll say what I do know, but I'm not gonna go elaborate.
Yeah. I remember on launch of Street Fighter 6, I was losing by to Jury. I was like, how do I beat this fireball? they do the fireball? I feel like neutral ends. Like, am I wrong?
The answer was you don't. See, $1 million.
I was losing my mind on launch. I was like, there has to be some counterplay I'm missing. And there wasn't. I was just, I had too much faith.
So fessed up.
That character was crazy on launch.
But also, like, speaking about like a launch fighting game character, we got Venom, dude. I haven't touched him. Vega, have you played him at all?
I've messed with him a little bit. I've mainly labbed him out, and I've kind of seen thoughts on him. So the general consensus is that character's cool as fuck. He is saucing people. He's really cool.
He looks so cool.
But a common theme I feel like we've seen with a lot of Guilty Gear characters, especially with how the game is now, is that if you don't have a few key things, it's impossible to be good. Like, he doesn't have a like brawlic strategy, and he's like he may have stuff, and he's a very high skill ceiling character with a very high potential. So I think a lot of people are holding out their opinions, but people like, he doesn't have like a DP, which is really big. His defense isn't that great. His HP isn't anything great, and his damage isn't that great, which is like right now in the state of Strive, kind of what you need to be relevant, right? Like we have Gold Lewis at the top, we have Pot, we have Leo, we have Nago, Ram, Gold Lewis, Johnny, all these characters, high HP, high damage, guard crush mix-ups, and Venom just doesn't have that.
Yeah, like all the good characters at the moment, they win on defense. Like
they
like Johnny can hit like a 2K on defense to get his win condition. They all get the win conditions. Dude, I saw a post about Venom on Twitter. His damage looks low. Am I wrong? He's looking like he's doing no damage.
He's low damage to character, but he's supposed to like, it's like Bridger where you just like loop Oki constantly.
Yeah, he has to loop it, but it's
if you
like
do it against a big body, they get the burst back by the time you're on the 3rd setup, and then he dies in the next interaction.
Yeah, so
his neutral looks pretty mid. Besides for far slash, like
he does stuff.
His far slash looks insane, but it's like I don't know how good his like.
I think he has like a DLC K normal. No, he's got like a really good K normal.
Because I feel like in gear, you're just gonna jump FD and you win. Man. Like, am I wrong?
He has the best non-low profile K normals in the game. Probably his K normals do safe jab, so that's a thing.
That's crazy.
But he's like a zone. He's like a set play mix-up zoner, but he like loses really hard to every other zoner in the game. So like
so weird.
Against Axel or Testament, like you're cooked. And then like against big bodies, whatever, right? They're just gonna burst you into whatever, like, you know, their broken pressure and kill you. So he
True.
just doesn't have anything right now. Emphasis on right now though, because he could definitely. I know there's like the insta kill.
Yeah.
That's definitely a bug.
Okay,
But
but that's good. Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah,
that's good removed.
Honest to God, I think you should keep it.
I
That
think
was
it'd
pretty
be
You think
fun.
cool.
you're gonna find ways to get that consistent if they keep it?
Maybe. Well, it's like a really weird like setup. You have to get a command grab, have all the orbs set. So it's like you have to have all the orbs set, get a command grab, and then do like a weird like one frame thing to get like the super to like TOD them or something, right?
I feel like if they don't remove it, there's gonna be a lot of like combos and setups where you like just drop your combo early to set it up.
So
50-50 with command grab or run up.
Yeah, exactly.
all I'm saying is, if a Gold Lewis player can do 268 into close slash and TOD me and say it's mind control, I can wall slump you into command grab and TOD you and say it's mind control.
Run hard hands. Got nothing to say.
Thanks, yeah. Also, that makes me want to ask you, what's your take on DLCs? Do you think DLC characters should be good on launch, or do you think they should be balanced? So it's like you're paying money for the character. I feel like you want it to be good, but like I don't know.
I think in the context of Guilty Gear, Guilty Gear's such a weird game because every character is bullshit and based around a
Yeah.
gimmick. So like I
I'm
don't
just
think
like in general. Like if a new DLC comes out, would you want them to be broken or like just like a high tier, top tier,
they should be
or
high
like
tier by
I feel
default.
like they should be relevant, right? They
They need
should
to
come out
be.
and have like no impact on the meta because you waited like what 6 months, 4 months for your character for
Mhm.
wanting them to do literally nothing in the great scheme of things.
They have to have some impact, I feel. If you look at Under Night, the two DLC characters we've gotten, and even the new characters, like Tsurugi, outside of Kuwan, besides Kuwan, that character was broken. We have Tsurugi, what's her name, Kaguya, Uzuki, and Ogre. All four of those characters launched relatively weak. Tsurugi, mid dispenser, strike throw man, no mix. He has to hit you in neutral somehow, but his neutral's like alright. Kaguya doesn't do enough. She like other characters do what she does, but way, way better. And then Uzuki, super gimmicky on launch, not really good until this recent patch. And then Ogre, who had just come out, is considered on the weaker side. Like I saw a thing on Defiance tier list, they had them at like bottom one. But he's still like it's very solid. He can work to win. But what the common theme with three of those characters on Ogre, yeah, we haven't got a patch yet. They all got buffed recently. They are all insanely meta relevant at the moment. We had Omega Lid on Kaguya getting top 8 winners at the LCQ. Yeah, we saw Tsurugi multiple times in the top 8 of the uni bracket. And we saw Izuki run by Defiant in that same uni bracket, who they think is a very strong character. So I do think my overall take on that is that DLC characters should launch weaker, but then be buffed later on to be more relevant and more in tune with how they want the game to be. If that makes sense.
I don't know because it's like my whole take on it. I like this is all like a conspiracy for me, but I feel like devs know how to make their character strong, and it's like really obvious who they want to be good. It's like
Yeah.
for Granblue, for example, Beatrice one of the most popular characters ever. Just like released broke it. He had all the. It was so obvious he wanted that character to be good just by their toolkit. And they have a character like Vayne who does the same thing but worse in every category. So it's like
I think
I don't know.
I
I
think
feel like
some,
devs can choose who they want to be good, but like anytime.
I think yes and no. I think sometimes they do just kind of give characters like I think when I think when Daisuke made Asuka, he was like,
That's the gear
here's
making.
stuff. I don't know if it's gonna work. Here
Yeah.
you go.
That's the goat. He made Guilty Gear. That's that man. He needed to be broken. I think that character was made to be broken. He had.
I think he was going to be broken, not that broken. On season 3 launch Asuka might have been the most broken character the game was ever seen.
Outside of chaos.
Outside of
But,
chaos.
okay, no. If anything.
No, Chaos is better.
Also-
Don't even. I'm not even having this
Oh
discussion.
well, okay.
Chaos is better.
Is it that for a different day, a different episode?
We can have that in a different episode.
Okay.
We're not going into the fucking
That
Chaos
could-
versus
okay.
Asuka discourse. Hold on.
What we will say, I will say, both of those characters definitely led to the changes that we saw in season 3, the full screen burst, Wild Assault taking burst. Like, and they needed those characters to be limited somehow, so they had to do it through system mechanics.
And then like
But they were still broken. They're still broken. They're still good.
But I also think the devs sometimes don't think about it because this is going like one thing that I want changed for Guilty Gear. I think Tiger Pop mentioned it, but I think Guilty Gear is like a hit level game, like frame data is determined by the level of the move, like level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And if it's
Mhm.
anything above that, they just give it guard crush. So if they ever make something that's overly plus, they just give it guard crush. And I think sometimes they do that without thinking what guard crush actually does.
Yeah.
And I think that causes issues. Like I don't think I'm sure they do, but like no one wants to be holding these like Johnny guard crush 50/50s, and I don't know if that's fully like if they think about that of like, oh yeah, they can't YRC this card, and they're just like, well, yeah, we want this card to be plus 50. Oh, well, I guess we have to give it guard crush now. And like I don't know, I think they should look at that and change how that whole system works. But
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of new characters, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo,
VR7.
CR7.
Dude.
I woke up, I saw the tweet. Oh my damn! I thought it was gonna be an NPC. I thought it was gonna be an NPC.
Yeah, dude. I thought he wasn't gonna come out. I thought he was gonna be like
An
story mode
announcement pack.
NPC. Yeah, like Cristiano Ronaldo says, round one, fight. But like, no, he's in the game, and I'm not even gonna lie. First time I started, like he looks pretty bad. It doesn't look that good. Looking at it now, like I've watched it a few times over, he looks really cool.
His model's
like,
good. Yeah.
The model's good. It looks good. Like genuinely, like it looks good for the game, for how he looks in game. I want to see how his normals look and how he cancels into them. That's the main thing in fighting games. Like characters normals in fighting games are like they're looked to made to be canceled. But this is like a real dude who they maybe had like mocap. Because if you look at the video, like the little like snippet we got of him doing a combo, see like this weird like two hitting like punch where he like puts both of his fists forward, like crouching, like his crouch heavy punch or something. I don't know. It looks off putting. It looks weird, but I want to see more of those to see how they look.
I think it's funny seeing a whole new generation of fighting game players get introduced to soccer. Like so many people are like, who's Ronaldo? Why is he stanced up like that? It's
What's
like
a CR7? Oh my god.
So I think it's been funny seeing those reactions of people just not knowing who Ronaldo is.
Yeah.
Wait, he's gonna be so popular on launch.
Dude, oh my god.
If the devs ever make like a play rate, like the percentage of how many people use a character, what's your guess? What's your guess on this?
Everyone's gonna have a pocket Ronaldo. Everyone's gonna have a pocket Ronaldo.
He's gonna have like an over 50% pick rate.
He's gonna be broken. Levels are broken the FGC's never seen before. I'm gonna be honest.
It is crazy.
I don't think there's a timeline where he's not top 5 minimum, bro.
I don't know.
I think the devs, like I said, I think the devs can choose who they want to be like relevant, shown like. I think they want this character on Evo, bro.
You can't.
They definitely want this character to be on like Evo topic stage. There's no way.
The weird thing about guest characters, right? It's literally Cristiano Ronaldo. It's not like a character name like Christian Roland, right? This is Cristiano Ronaldo. But you can't have people go on Twitter and be like, Cristiano Ronaldo is so dog shit, man. You can't win. You can't do anything.
I can't win on this fucking character, bro.
You can't have that be like the image of a player, of like a real person, right? You can't be the image of a real person as a character.
Well, I mean, if you make a broken hero, gonna bitch about Ronaldo, dude.
I think if people put like, oh, Alvin Jackson is in like fucking Grand Blue, and people are like, Alvin Jackson's so fucking carried, bro. Alvin Jackson, they're so broken, dude. I can't win. I'll be like, hell yeah, let's go. Like, I'm putting in work, I guess. Like Zippy, imagine telling the Sandalphon voice actor like, dude, your character is not good, man.
You know, yeah. Dude, when I went up to him, I was like, "Can you record nerf Resicia or buff Sandalphon?" He had a guy, some side game stab at the booth. They went up to him. He's like, "You can't say that, bro." He was so down. He couldn't say it.
Oh my god! But then it was also like I remember another thing with the Grand Blue character thing. One of the devs, their favorite, I think it was Fukuhara. He said his favorite character was Resicia. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, shows, bro. It definitely shows on the tier list.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Was there any like on Twitter they talked about this a bit with you being the only Sandalphon there of imagine making a character with all these cool forms and then they just only use the default. Like you use fire form like one game.
I mean, dude, that fire form was a misinput too.
Oh my god.
Dude, they made that element like okay, you know, like the element change. They made it an execution check.
Okay, you know you can just like hold down the button and then press the other one, right?
I did not know that. No lie, I was planking.
Dude, you're supposed to hold down the U button and then press whatever element you want.
No, I was not holding it, bro. I was planking my inputs.
You have to hold it or you will get fired if you don't want fire.
Hey man, I got fired. I removed it so fast. So you worried, bro.
You get that shit off. That's like.
I wonder what the devs were thinking when they saw me play that character. No lie.
Oh, they saw you zone Gamera for like 90 seconds, and you got
And then
killed.
lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what they expected of the character. It's like all the elements is like a. Okay. I don't know. Do you know Sandalphon like that, Vega?
I
Do you know what they
know
do for elements?
I know enough. I know like water is like a good mix up for winds, neutral, fires, damage.
Yeah.
Earth has
So,
like some,
okay.
yeah.
So, TLDR, fire is like, all fire does is gives you the same fireball you have in like base form,
No,
but you get a soft knockdown on hit.
that's okay. That's good. Yeah, having a
You
knockdown
get a
on
soft
fireball is
knockdown
good.
on hit, but the
On
trade-off
normal
for a
hit,
soft knockdown on a normal hit of fireball is a 10%
but you
damage.
also get a mid-screen combo with the X fireball now. Like
I
fire
mean,
is
your
debatably the best
mid-screen buff
form.
on damage is like 3%, dude. It's not worth it.
Nah, you get auto
It's
combo EX Fireball to you into the fucking full
I
combo.
mean,
But also, if you didn't know, I don't know if you knew this, the fire form has a passive damage increase on his U follow up on stance.
you're
There's
never
a
hitting that.
no,
You're never
you
hitting
are, you are.
I
Like
mean,
I said,
combos, yeah, but you
yeah,
need. Okay, the
combo.
thing is, to get those combos, you need 50 meter to get like any of that.
No, like I
Yes, you
said,
do.
the EX Fireball.
You're not. You need an auto comp. See, this is why you're not on that stage, bro.
This is why I'm not playing Sandalphon.
I mean, the thing is, all the elements TLDR, they're like the exact same thing as base form, but like, there's not enough upsides to use them to like actually compensate for the 10% damage buff you take. Because like you're just dying, and then the only one that's worth using is Wind, because you get like the best fireball in the game,
Mhm.
so you can zone. But you
Yeah,
can't. Zoning in this game is so hard because I don't know if you saw me fight Gamera. I will say it, I was low key shitting on him in neutral, bro. I
well, you
was a
don't have any
gapping.
reward off the zoning. You don't get
Yeah,
any
I was
rewards.
shitting on him in neutral. I was doing no damage. He got 50 meter. He ult skilled in. I lost. Like I don't know, man.
I think this actually brings up an interesting point that I think I've seen it like a lot of fighting games trending towards recently is like a very big damage creep overall. Like as the game starts, I feel overall as the game lifespan goes on, damage just gets so much higher in like every
Well,
game.
people are optimizing, of course. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like
People.
besides natural optimization, like pure like patch stuff, making.
Oh,
Yeah, no, you're right. Because with Strive, at least, Wild Assault definitely changed how characters do
increased
damage. It
damage.
definitely
Yeah.
increases more damage. I remember they said they wanted to decrease damage, and that wasn't true, right? Naga does
Yeah, everyone is doing
5H,
higher
he
damage.
kills you. But like with Granblue, they added the counter DP change, and inherently just increasing damage for most characters and how they do it. Characters like the characters that got buffed in the Granblue patch, Fairy and Matera, they now are doing more damage on average. Not just because of that change, because it's just how they buff the characters. Charlotta, so for some reason, is doing more damage mid screen, going into more setups. I don't know why they buffed her. But and then you look at Street Fighter 2, Terry getting better, like he gets better confirms mid screen with like M tackle. And he gets more damage from that. Like over, like you said, you're right. Like games now are doing way more damage than they probably should be. Like the games are ending much quicker, and there's less time to interact, which I think leads to like IMO. Every fighting game should just be first to three. I don't care.
I will say I'm fine with high damage games if it's standardized, where every kidder could do that damage.
Yeah.
But literally only the top tiers are doing like 80% of your health in one combo.
Yeah.
There's issues. There are
It's
issues.
not even that, dude. Look at Percival. I've been playing Percival recently.
He's top tier.
Yeah, no, I'm saying what I mean, right? He does far L, EX stance into Lariat, and that's like clean, like 30% gone, like clean.
I mean, he's
like,
broken because of his damage, dude. His damage
yeah,
is so high.
It's so good, so good.
I guess that means there's like think about it. There is really like two different types of damage. One is like just raw damage. Like Percival hits you like 3 moves and does like half your HP, right? With stocks.
Yeah.
And then you have conversion damage, like
I
Soul, where it's
think-
like everything just converts into a full combo that does a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah. I prefer if the high damage character has like one combo route they have that can do it like a high amounts of damage, but it's like they have to fish for that specific move to hit, right? If it's like every move that is like 30%, or like everything combos into your one combo that does like 80%,
Yeah,
I think that's just bad game design.
that's
It's like,
interesting,
I'm trying to
yeah.
give an example.
Soul
Oh, like,
DP. Soul DP had it. He would just always
Soul
route
DP.
into DP and then
Yeah, you always run the DP. Like, I hate stuff like that. I think it's cool if, like, let's say you get to hit, like, your far medium in a fighting game, right? And your far medium is, like, it's not that far. It's, like, shorter than your average far medium of the game. But that move gives you, like, your 50% combo damage. But only that move. Every other button you have doesn't lead into it. I think that's cool. I think it's cool if like one move leads it to it and everything else doesn't, right? So you can play around that one thing.
I mean,
But I don't know.
I think that's over centralization. I feel like you don't
Well,
want
you don't have to
like
fish
that.
for it. It's just that's his like unique trait of high damage, right? Nobody could do damage like that.
I get it's why
I'm a
we're not on a balanced team. Like,
I think I
That's
like
how
it
I
being a
would start out
two-step
damage.
process. Like you when you're in their face, it's fine, right? Like if I'm
Yeah.
in your face, I knock you down in the corner, and I'm super plus whatever. I should make you have to guess for if like I am that type of character where I'm supposed to do high damage. That should be my moment that I do a lot of damage. But it shouldn't be, oh, I got a stray kick in neutral. Time to die, buddy. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
see you in losers bracket. Like, I think
that is
the,
every top tier. That's every top tier in Gambler right now. Like, genuinely, all of them. That's all I do. Like, it's so crazy.
I mean, that's a lot of games. Like Gear has that where it's like you hit one move
Johnny
and you
2K
convert into
2D.
like 50% of your life. Street Fighter has that with Drive Rush. You hit like one move, Drive Rush. And it's like
Rush
40%.
jab and a million damage. And
Not,
Bison,
not
dude,
even
that's like
jab, dude. Like fucking like
crush
crouch
medium
medium
kick.
kick, crouch
Oh
medium
yeah,
punch. Yeah. All that stuff. Like Bison's, I'm pretty sure Bison could two touch. No lie.
he can.
He's like two touch or three
Two
touch.
touch. I think he can consistently two touch Akuma if they get strong on like a throw bait or if they DP. Because if they do like drive rush, crouch medium kick, optimal like bomb set combo, and then they DP on the wake up, it's go next. That's your game. It's over. That round's over.
maybe it's like us being like an anime fighter. Like I feel like Street Fighter does have it a bit better than like Grand Blue and Strive because Grand Blue and Strive definitely is like most hits in mid screen at this point just bring you to the corner anyways and you get a full corner combo into whatever.
Yeah.
But Street Fighter does have a bit more of like some characters are broken and can do that. Most of the top tiers can of just like doing it,
Mhm.
but everyone else is like no, they got to move you to the corner and then do it. I think we should bring the corner back.
Bring the corner back.
Bring the corner back. Make it matter again. Like mid.
Oh,
Yeah,
Grandpa
that's
definitely
one
has
thing I wanted to
fun.
get to, bro. Like, what is up with like modern fighting games where you go corner to corner off like anything?
Well, it's because the corner.
Grand Blue, I
doesn't
get hit
matter
by one
anymore.
move, I'm in the corner.
Every move's the corner. Like
Every
that's
like
the thing.
what's the
Every modern fighting
in the
game.
corner? I'm like, I'm in the corner. I'm like, I'm chilling, bro. I can hit you once and you're in the corner.
Yeah, Drive Rush is Street Fighter, like we just said, Drive Rush is Street Fighter Drive Rush, right? Garo, we were looking at that. Moves are carrying you across the screen, or you got a side switch. And then in Grand Blue, even if you drag someone to the corner, you BC, they're out the corner. Strive, wall break, like it doesn't. The next game we're gonna get with like a quote unquote corner, right? It's gonna be fucking Nen Impact.
No, it's gonna be
That's
twisted.
gonna be sick.
I'm Nen Impact.
Nen Impact. Well, that's a
I do want to get Nen Impact. Deadass. Tacking in that game is the weirdest I've ever knew in a fighting game.
It's proximity grabs, but you can
It's proximity grabs, but with heavies.
Double forward, yeah. No, that's like
Oh no, you can tack with dash.
yeah. That's the thing that's weird. That's what I what I
Yeah.
was worried about.
You press 6 on your controller. You can dash forward. It's a tech.
Dude, it was so funny when we were doing that. I'm like, why did I get throw? We were playing at the Frosty setup. We were playing. I was like, I dashed at you. Like, why the fuck did I get throw there? I'm trying to like jab you. I'm like,
Yeah, like why are you throwing me, bro?
Like,
You can't like dash reset pressure in that game. It's so weird.
Yeah.
You have to like space it out.
What the fuck? What are they
You know.
thinking?
I mean, I get it. It's probably because the corner, being in the corner is not fun, right?
Okay.
But I think
I mean, it's
devs need to
for the
accept
defender.
if you're losing, you shouldn't be having fun.
You should be losing, yeah.
Mhm.
I think 2x.
And it makes comebacks so much hyper, dude.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the corner for like 30 seconds, and you hit some like crazy ass defensive read, and you hit him again and you shoulder in the corner, that's hype. That's sick.
I think it's a lot of devs, in my opinion, confuse because everyone loves interactable defense. That's the key word people say. Like, I want to interact on defense, right? And I think they
They don't
confuse that with your reward should be high for being
Yeah.
right. I think 2xKO did a great job, honestly. I think there were issues with it, but I thought the parry system in 2xKO was a very good start to like being actually interactable on defense without being broken. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like we said, with the quarter mattering, I think it's gonna matter a shit ton into SKO. Because okay, there was quarter carry. I didn't see quarter carry from like corner to corner. No lie.
2x stages were
2x
for a
is
normal
start.
They were
game,
so big,
super
dude.
long. They were very, very, very long. Because Yasuo could send you corner to corner, but that was like a bug. Like, that shouldn't have happened because like it was a weird like combo property thing, like off of his like stand slash that just ended the combo such as the corner.
I wonder what, because I assume the game
Or if you had
is going to
Ari.
be way different on launch, dude. Like way different.
Well, we're gonna have like a million more characters for sure.
I don't
I
know,
think they're adding
man.
new system
I
mechanics, dude.
I
I'm
think
dead
we're not
ass. I'm
getting
seeing
that
new
many more
system mechanics.
characters.
We have to get at least 10 more before
I
launch. There's
don't.
no way to
No, we're
launch
not
a
getting
tag game.
I think we're
dude.
getting
We
maybe like 8 characters on launch at this
an
point.
8-game roster, an 8-game tag game roster.
I think so. I think Riot's
That
cutting
sounds fucking
budget.
horrible.
I agree, but I don't think we're getting that many characters. Like unless we're just gonna do it, everyone is here trailer. We're way too far into it. Presumably early
Yeah.
2026 release, maybe.
That game is like purgatory right now, where it's like okay. You see like the Reddit post and stuff about it, right? Like they don't know what they want to do with the game because
Oh yeah.
they're adding a new what's it called, a new fuse. Like
I mean, okay, the whole issue of the game, I've said this to everyone, they don't know their target audience. I'm so dead ass. They don't
I
know their
agree.
target audience.
yeah, no,
Like they want to focus on the casual player base because it's a
Well,
new
but
IP. It's,
but it's
it's, fucking,
Marvel.
it's a league IP, right?
Yeah.
But it's like the whole game doesn't work with casuals.
I mean, I remember like
Like if you pick up a casual and you put them against like not even a good fighting game player, like an average fighting game player, they're going to get stopped. They're not going to be able to play.
and not only that, like I remember like when the beta came out, like even like seasoned vets, like these combos were hard.
Oh, Yasu, dude,
They're
Yasu
pretty
having,
hard,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
one frame links, like plinking, like plink dashing, everything. Like, dude, this is
Yeah.
insane.
I remember when I was doing the one Echo combos, the one Sonic Fox is doing.
Yeah, the
And
manual
I posted on
delay
Twitter,
the JH.
dude. I had a couple people DM me. They're like, dude, how are you doing that? And it's like, and those people play fighting games.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, those people are asking me how do I do that? How would a new fighting game player like ever do something like that about like a month, right?
Yeah,
Or like
it
grinding that
takes
for like
long.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're finding. I think they're having an
finding that
issue
out.
determining how they want to actually do it because they want like these auto combos or whatever, but also like I think they, I think they said it in the post that they realize that putting a fuse on auto combo just is like such a negative debuff to the point where it's not even fun to fight someone without it.
Yeah, it's not cool. I mean, I think another big issue, I've said this to some people, I think too many of their devs like play fighting games too competitively. Deadass.
Yeah, they have Marlin Pie,
They have Marlon Pie,
Man,
Apology Man,
Yohozi.
Yohozi. I don't think they have enough like casual people in the development team.
Marvel dev. They got Marvel players on there. Like, okay.
Yeah, like I don't think they have enough casual people on the team. Like,
Yeah,
deadass.
no, you gotta get like, I don't know, like put Fukuhara on there, like put the Grand Blue devs on there, dog. Like we gotta do something about that.
Some
2X
Maximilian,
scale-
bro, like deadass.
Yeah, dude, 2X scale was hard, man. Like
But also
that
to
game
be
is super
fair,
hypey, yeah.
I feel like us three, okay, like both BSG and I, we played Yasuo, Echo, and Zippy
Yeah.
played Echo Ari,
Wait,
which,
Echo,
were,
yeah, Ari,
which
yeah.
were the harder. But like, I swear to God, like my dog could play Braum, so
Oh,
Braum was definitely
Braum
made
is
for
piss
Braum was
easy.
easy. Darius was piss easy.
Darius was
Ari was
insane.
really easy. Ari was like,
Alawi became piss easy.
yeah. I mean, I know they're gonna make Ari harder because, dude, in the beta,
They were
Ari
working
had
smoothly.
one combo, literally one combo. She was probably the easiest fighting game character I ever touched in like a tag games. So that's like supposed to be like an anime game, right? Because I don't consider Grand Blue an anime game. I'll just say it. I consider that like a Street Fighter type thing. But dude, for like an anime game, dude, Ari was so easy. It's absurd. That character literally did one combo, or the pressure was that combo. She didn't do anything.
I think they
And it's
should.
like,
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. No, it's fine. Go for it, dude.
I think Ari should be more akin to like Milia in terms of like strong. I think it should be like a neutral demon, not really like a confirmed demon, in my opinion.
That's not even a thing, dude. Like she was just like weird. Like it didn't.
Her
I know.
neutral was
I'm
like
saying what I
ass,
think she
dude. It
should
was
be.
so
I
weird.
Yeah, I know. Like it's like Ari, like in 2X scale, she didn't make sense as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her whole neutral was one fireball.
Yeah.
And the
Dude, her
fireball
neutral out that
confirmed it,
fireball was ass. Like dead ass. She was so slow.
but also that one
That's another
fireball
thing I wanna get to
confirmed
is
the
too.
world.
Yeah, combo.
Dash speed in that game is literally everything. Like I'm so serious.
Like yeah, you. Had to
That's why
like
Echo was broken, dude. He can go anywhere.
Echo was good. And Yasuo too, bro. Yasuo can
Yeah,
move, bro.
Echo, Yasuo, they were smoothing.
I mean, it seems
And you
like
have characters like Ari, they can't move for shit, even with air
Air
dash.
dash though, bro.
I mean, her air dash was slow, dude. Like I don't know.
I mean, by the end of end of beta 1 at least, I'm sure it would have continued to be optimized, but in my
Yeah.
view, it became you either played Echo and you did combo into tag into the Echo mix, right?
Yeah.
Or you played Darius and just won the game. Sorry. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, that roster, I felt like it was a 3-character game. It was like you play Echo, Darius, or you play like Darius Yasuo or like Echo Yasuo. It was like a mix of those two characters.
Yeah.
Well, Ari was definitely there because she was bugged.
Well, Ari was there because of a bug. I think if you remove the bug, she wouldn't be that played that much.
Yeah,
But I
she
mean, her
was
assist
there.
was crazy. It was like broken as hell. But like I don't know, the kid was weird.
Yeah.
I will say, I did think Yasuo had a bug that I don't think they intended him to come off his throw anywhere on screen.
I don't think.
No,
I agree.
that was
I
definitely.
think
not
they
a bug.
intended it to be like corner
That was
only.
not a bug.
No,
That
I
was
think they
a
intended
hard ass
corner
link for
only.
it to be intentional.
In mid
Yeah,
screen.
I remember. I fought my friend Notorious. Dude, he did a. I was in the corner. Okay, he was in the corner. I was outside the corner. He dashed up through me. He got full combo. I'm like,
Yeah,
no assist, nothing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he hit some crazy micro dash or something. I'm like, you can do that.
That
It
shit's
was-
hard. It's
It
like
was
a one
dash,
link.
plink, ace. It was stomp. You had to like do a
It
full
was
screen
stance,
dash stomp.
Dash.
Yeah,
And
like
to
I could.
be-
I expected the corner combo because that felt intentional. Dude, the upper combo did not feel intentional.
I
Like I'm so
mean,
serious.
Something like that.
Dude, it
If
looked
it's
so
that
hard.
hard, it is hard. It was hard. I think something like that shouldn't stay in the game. Like they shouldn't make it easier. It should stay as hard as it is. But something like that should stay. I don't
Well, I
think
mean,
that
the
was-
issue is if you keep it that hard, literally, if you
People
can't do that, you
know.
shouldn't play the character like that is.
no.
I mean, that's such
'Cause I
a
feel like
huge
it's so
buff to the
needed.
character.
Yeah, it's a huge buff.
With how
It is.
strong
I
the
feel
strike
like-
throw was.
Yeah, dude, strike throw in that game felt so broken. I'm gonna be so serious.
Yeah.
Throw was the ultimate mix-up in that game.
It was.
Yeah,
No, I'm like, I'm so
50-50
serious.
had,
I feel like if you can't do that, Yasuo goes down like a tier, dude. Like dead
Maybe.
ass. Like he was doing like 30-40% off throw or something.
But
Like
it
he was
would be
killing
30
you, man.
What would it be? What it was for me when I think at the end of the beta, I think it all centralized to I combo with Yasuo, Echo mix, go back to Yasuo, rinse and repeat.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just Echo, dude.
Yeah,
Echo, no
he
lie, was
bro.
like he had crazy neutral, but his assists were also broke.
The
The,
fu-
yeah,
the
the,
fu-
he has the best fireball assist I've
Yeah.
ever seen, dude.
Rewinder is insane.
Dude,
Air Fireball might be the best fireball I've
that
ever
was
seen.
the neutral. That was the.
I will
threw it
say,
down, getting
Air
it.
Fireball did get worse as time went on.
No.
Like, that move is so crazy.
You could
Wow.
parry.
I mean, you
you could get
dash
better at
parry it,
parrying
man.
it, but
Yeah,
it was
you
still
dash parry.
insane. Because
Even then, it's crazy.
You
Yeah.
had to go out of your way to deal with it. That's the problem. That's what I think is good about moves like that. If you have to go out of your way to deal with something, it is automatically good.
I don't know. I don't know what they could do with that game. Because, like I said, they're targeting like two different audiences,
Yeah.
and their gameplay is so focused on one audience, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
But it's like they're advertising to the other audience too, because they have all these. I mean, it's league. They're trying to get the
Yeah.
league audience to fighting games, but it's also like they're having. I mean, that's the whole reason they added the 2v2, right?
Yeah.
My
Because
hope.
they expected it for like one player who knows how to play fighting games could teach the other one to play fighting games. But like, even if you do that, the other one literally can't play. They will go on point and they will lose instantly.
But what? Okay, what if it's like some big brain play, right? Because they know that the only people playing the beta are gonna be fighting game players, right?
Yeah.
So they put their hard characters in the beta because they did have easy characters. Braum was easy, Darius was easy, Alawi was easy, right?
Yeah.
So they had them there, and just that's gonna be the general level of the game. But they did put Echo and Yasuo in there to be like, hey,
I mean-
we know.
I mean, even then with like easy characters, dude, neutral in that game is like it's not like
Neutral in
Street
that
Fighter
game
neutral. dude.
was very hard.
Like Street Fighter neutral, it's like a new player. Would make sense, right? You just watch it. Dude, it's like it's Tag Fighter neutral, dude.
I feel like that's
Yeah,
what
no,
tag
like,
fighter.
win
Like
shit, man.
it's always gonna be harder.
I also
Yeah.
do think they definitely increased the. I guess it was always meant to be that way, right? But a game with active tag already is harder. than
Yeah.
Without like active tag is such a.
Because you gotta look at your assist at all times to know when to active switch.
You have to know. You have to be looking at the other person's assist too when you're in that mix up as well.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
it's like.
I mean,
it's
and
like
in neutral
so
too, dude. It's like they could throw a fireball if their assist is active. You gotta know to block that way if they switch.
But also they could have there is like a full screen freeze whenever you do it, right?
There
it
is,
could have
yeah.
been, and like it's not like the assists run super fast on the screen. Like
I mean, for a new player, dude.
Okay, they don't, but it's like you have a fireball going through you while the character is also going through you. So the fireball is like inside of your character, so it wouldn't. It's so hard knowing where and when to block. But like as a fighting game player, like I guess veteran fighting game player at this point, like you would know what to expect from that. But if a new person, if like my like little brother was like got hit by that shit, they'd never block it. Like it's literally 50-50 on
mean-
like if they could block it or not.
I think we should give more credit to new players because once again, these people are coming from Valorant, where that game
I
was
guess coming.
unintuitive as anything,
Yeah.
and League. Well, League has like hundreds of items, 5 lane or 3 lanes, 5 players, jungle, right? So I think I mean I remember there was a Sajam clip a while ago during the slam where I forget who it was, but they were like tutoring someone or one of their players, and they were like, yeah, like this is perfect parry. It's pretty hard to do. Da 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 da. And the person that
They
perfect
didn't like
parried
words
like
on
10 times in a row on the spot against a
it.
Yeah.
fireball. So I think it's the FGC has this big stigma of like, oh, like the games are really hard, but I think
Yeah.
given time, it won't be as bad of a curve as
Yeah.
people say.
I mean, I'm just curious how they're gonna like teach the game. Do you think they're just gonna do a fighting game tutorial and that's it? Like a little trick, like a
There'll probably
they're gonna do what
be
every other fighting game does, where they have a
like
little tutorial
someday.
page and
Yeah.
that's it.
It'll probably, if it's Riot and they want to invest in it, they can do like a little like story mode, arcade mode thing to help people. But the tutorial to scale was actually horrible. Like in the beta, it was really bad.
It was pretty bad.
I didn't even know there was one. That
Valid-
is.
yeah.
It was a very bad one. But you are right, Vega. I do think that a lot of new players going into fighting games, they're capable of things that people don't really know yet. Like it's something will just click eventually, and they'll be like a good player. That's what happened with me. Like something just clicked, and I was like, I figured shit out. But I feel like for fighting games at least, execution is very different than game knowledge, which is I feel like a lot of what Riot games have had recently. Right, like as like a casual for at least for those, it's like there's so much I have to know compared to like a fighting game, right? Like you have to know what a billion champions do. You have to know what a bunch of items do. You have to know how to build, where to build, etc. The Valorant, know what gun you want to use for this site, how do you want to play this point, etc. Where do you want to place all that. Fighting games, I feel like it's all like right there, right? So it feels like it's a lot easier to learn, at least for me, at least from how I view it.
Yep.
What I will say, I don't know if this will like take the fun out of labbing and stuff. I think it would help new players a lot. I think it'd be cool if like the devs are like really good fighting game players, right? They're like
Mhm.
Marvels. They post the optimal combos they find into like the combo trials, like Denos.
Oh
I
no,
think
that's
they
what
should.
they do.
That's
That
what I'm
no,
saying. I
they
will
do
take the
that.
fun out of like exploring and like kind of combos. But if they put like the optimal combos they've been doing while testing the game in the combo trials, I think that'd be so sick.
I mean, even still, right? Like we had devs show videos of them playing the game. We saw the Marlin kite. We saw the
Oh
Marlin
yeah.
kite combo
No,
at
I was
Iceberg,
saying like
and that
that
wasn't
should
even
be in the
optimal.
game. That should be in the
Yeah.
game.
That wasn't even
Yeah.
optimal too. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, it's a good
Because
Yeah.
starting point. Like it shows like what
It's a
their
good
vision
starting point.
is, which is
Yeah.
important. And then
It'd be
obviously,
Combo
cool
trials
to
are
put
great.
like actual like good combos they play like they use in actual
Bro,
matches
I
inside
I
combo
remember
trials.
this was like a week and a half into the beta, and like Apology Man was playing sets against someone I forget who. I think it was Sonic Fox, and they just busted out this like insane Yasuo thing for like the first time anyone's seen it. I forget what it was. Some like
Yeah.
crazy combo mix with Echo, and people were like, "What the fuck was that?" So I don't know. I think they're also like not hiding something, but I think they have ideas in their mind that they want to see the community do. So
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I mean, it looks like they're really community driven, but like
yeah,
how they act on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they'll like stay post launch because I know they're trying to do stuff with like locals. They did that one tweet where it was like post your local.
Yeah.
So curious where that goes. Maybe we get like 2SKO early at locals and such.
Maybe,
there
maybe put it to
was.
us. Okay.
I heard there was so obviously this week there's supposed to be a 2XKO video, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wait,
On
this week?
Reddit there was a leak, or there was a if someone posted a video too soon or an image of something too soon, and in the image it said community something. I don't remember the word, but I think it's the locals. I think they're gonna talk about the local stuff at in the video this week. Hopefully.
Like,
Okay,
how would you
okay,
feel if the game like releases earlys for locals only? How would you feel? Would you be fine with that?
okay. I think
Because I feel like
it,
it could get abused so much,
It's
dude.
gonna
They
get
have like one
abused.
player who's friends with a TO, they just like take the
New
system.
York,
that's
it's
me,
gonna
dog.
be
That's me, bro.
crazy.
That's me, bro. I'm sorry. I know my TOs. I love my TOs. Those are like my brothers.
You're just like
I'll
borrow
be
the
like,
console for
yeah,
home.
let me take this home for a minute. Like, let me do a bit of something.
But I'm curious, like they can't just do that, right?
They
They
I
know
can,
mean,
people are gonna abuse the shit out of
but I feel like what they want to emulate, right, is the feeling of going to an arcade and booting up a fighting game and just playing with like a random person. I feel like
it.
that's what they want to emulate with like. I feel like if just giving 2XKO to locals, just only
Yeah.
locals, only they can play it. Like that's it. I feel like that's what they want to do. which sounds really nice. Like, and the
Oh yeah, no, I
Vega
mean it's a cool
360s.
experience, but it's like
But if you
it
look
must
at
be
the
so
camera
real.
aspects,
As a
the competition.
competitor, I'm
Yeah,
gonna like ask my TO if I can like pay him
yeah.
some money to borrow the
Yeah.
console for like a
Under the
month or something.
table, like,
Right?
let me.
Like under the table was like, yo, here's 100. Can I have the console for
If
a month?
if that
Like,
happens, New York, all of California, Texas, and Florida are gonna be the god regions for the first like 2 months.
Yes, yes,
yeah,
exactly.
that's what I'm saying. It's like if they do something like that, there's gonna be a major drawback.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if they should, but it's like it'll be cool. But I
So
don't
I
know.
don't know how they would get obviously some states have more established local scenes than others, right?
Yeah,
And I feel like, although good idea, right? I think in practice it becomes with Icarus actually. This has been a thing where like obviously we want to have all the locals, but what ends up happening is that you try to get some, you only get so many, and then some regions end up left out and falling behind, right?
yeah, because some regions don't have locals. It's just not
Yeah.
it
feasible.
might just not be happen for some. It might just not happen for some people, which sucks, and they can't really avoid that.
Because like some states might only have like one local, right? And it's like if you're not in that area, good
Yeah.
luck driving 3 or 4 hours to the local.
Yeah, I mean, I know like Ohio close. I'm sure Texas is the same way, but Ohio, like, what if only like Cleveland gets the local instead of like Toledo or Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta go hours just to
Yeah.
try out this game that's not even out yet.
so
Pretty messed up.
I mean, what do you guys want to see in that video, the 2SK video?
I
Like, what
want
do
to
you
see
guys-
another
A new
character.
character. Yes, that is the main thing.
You think that's all we're gonna get in that video? We're gonna get like an
I
update
don't
on the
care.
game and a
I
character.
they need to show me one, at least.
I just need
I'm-
a
I'm-
new
I'm a
character.
master, bro. I need like 3
Yeah.
new characters, bro. They made us wait for too damn long. I need.
You know
3
what
new
I
characters.
expect? I expect we're gonna get one new character, like revealed, and we're gonna get the beta data announcement because there was already registrations for the next
Oh, well,
beta.
we already got Jinx announced. So,
Yeah, so we're gonna get a new character, and the next beta is gonna have 2 new characters.
Okay.
I just want a new because like Jinx. I don't count Jinx as a new character.
We
knew about it for so long.
I need a character that we didn't know was gonna be in the game, like how they announced Braum and Yasuo, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. Yasuo is like he's expected, though.
He was expected, but it's
Yeah,
also
like-
like
Expected, but he wasn't
he wasn't
shown.
confirmed. We didn't know yet. We didn't know yet. We saw him in game, and he's like, "Yo, this character
Oh, no.
looks sick."
We need to
Jinx?
see a character no one expects, bro. Everyone expected Jinx, dude. That's fucking.
You guys
No one
remember
expected
That's
Malawi.
Evo,
big one
right?
now. Yeah.
You guys remember Evo, bro? Fucking everyone's like, "Oh, well, the next 2XKO character, the name's gonna start with the B." Everyone's like, "It's Blitztank. It's gonna be Blitztank." And then like, it was Braum.
It was
Everyone's
Braum.
like, "Yo, he got the poros. They're
Bro.
throwing hands. What the fuck? That's sick."
Go back to 1 year ago. We were like, yeah, this coming out at Evo. Game's coming out this year. We were so
Yeah.
hopeful. So
And
yeah.
that comes out this year. I assume if we do get it next year, it's gonna be before Evo, of course, because they want that
Has
good.
to be. Yeah.
I think we're gonna get it like February, dude. Like
No.
February,
We're
March.
getting it May. I think we're getting it May.
I think it'd be early next year. But
That's what I'm saying. I think it's early next year, also. Yeah, it's not coming this year. There's no way.
Dude, they can't. When do they normally do the Evo showcase? Like February, right? They already did ours. I guess it would have to be February. It would have to come
Yeah.
out then, but
Yeah.
it's so hard.
I'm really
Actually, no. Wait, City of the Wolves isn't. It had to
It's
come
gonna-
out when the Evo showcase happened, so maybe they could do it later on because City of the Wolves comes out April, but it was already confirmed for Evo main stage. They could do it they could do that for 2XKO. It comes out like May, right? I feel like
that's
the
if
best
they
time to
do
keep going.
Evo.
Yeah.
There's no way they don't do Evo.
I think that obviously they're gonna have their own.
Okay, no.
tour,
You
right?
know who's working on 2SKO, right? Dude, like the founder of Evo is working on 2SKO.
Oh,
Like one of the
really?
people.
Okay, well,
you know the guy who made
that
rollback,
could
right?
mean
Yeah,
like
you mean the Cannon Brothers?
that could
Yeah,
mean
he's like really close to Evo now.
I mean, they are, but like,
Yeah, there's
that
no
could
way they
be
don't do Evo.
that they're making their own circuit though, or their own big tournament though.
Oh well, they're going to do that, but they're going to
Yeah.
do that.
yeah,
They're definitely
yeah.
doing their own circuit, 100%.
Oh, for sure.
But
I mean, I hope, like I said, I hope we're like at least a side event at Worlds, bro. I don't want our own thing. I want to be at
I want
the
online
Worlds
qualifiers.
crowd is so sick. I think online
Online
qualifiers would be cool
Yeah.
because if I know that people like hate online. A lot of people like discredit online, dude. I think we gotta accept it, dude. Online is fucking real, dude.
Bro, low
It's
key?
insane.
Okay, maybe
Okay, well,
The best people online are the best people offline for most of the time. Most of the
Ditto
time.
#2 on Icarus.
that guy competes though. They got third at Evo, or yeah, they got third at Evo.
He doesn't go to offline much. That's what I'm saying. He's
He
mostly
went to
an
no
online
offline. He went to no offline since Icarus started.
Okay.
and he cooks. it's like sort of you have like your oddball who's like the goat online who's does not like that great offline, but like most of the time it translates, dude. Like Jack's winning everything online. He shows up, gets like what 4th Evo, 5th Evo.
Yeah.
He got second at
Yeah.
Frosties.
Top 8 Evo, second at Frosties, top 8 LCQ.
They haven't missed the top 8. They haven't missed the top
He
8.
missed top 8 of
it's like-
LCQ.
Did he?
No.
I thought
They
they
got
beat.
got knocked out. Oh no, they lost to Toxins and Losers. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm pretty sure I'm in top 8. But yeah, like online translates. I'd be so down for. I don't want the whole tour to be online. I want offline to the game.
That's
for
yeah,
sure.
no. Like
Well,
I feel like you
you-
have online. I
you-
feel like you have online point qualifiers and offline auto qualifiers.
Well, I think it would be cool. No lie. Not even like run tournaments online. Do a leaderboard thing. Dead ass.
Leaderboard would be good. Like you invite
Dude,
top like
That's what I'm
top
saying. That's what I'm
10,
saying.
top
Invite
10 of the region, bro. Top 10 NA.
I
Qualify
think
for
more
your
than that.
leaderboard.
Dude, imagine you invite. You have to like. Okay, what if there's like, if you're above a certain point, you're auto qualified, right? But if you get top whatever, you're invited to the LCQ.
that'd
Wait,
be cool. Like you
you
get
know
they
what's
invite
the
you.
biggest?
Like top 100, you get LCQ. Top 10, you're in.
They were doing
You
that for
know the
Dragon Ball. but they
biggest,
can't. That's funny.
What's the biggest invitational ever for like a world tour
Invitational?
for fighting games?
Esports World Cup.
Probably.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Actually,
How
no,
many
Team Fight
do they have?
Tactics, I think. Or no, Magic.
Yeah.
Magic Invitational, I think.
How many do they have?
Because the way that they do it is like, you know, like there's Magic Arena, right?
Yeah.
So the way that Magic works, I could be wrong on this. I'm sure Link Decata will yell at me afterwards if I'm wrong. But so they have Mythic, which is like the same as Masters, and then there's number. So there's percentage Mythic, which is like you're better than this percent of players. And once they get to a high enough thing, you get to numbered, which is like your top whatever player. And I
Yeah.
think if you get to numbered Mythic, you get invited to the online series.
Mm.
It would be
So
so
it's-
cool if like, dude, imagine 100 people per region, bro. You know how cool that would be?
That would
That
be so
is-
sick.
That would be really
Dude,
cool.
it would be so much money for them, but it would be.
Well, no, they
I think that would be
only-
the coolest fighting game tournament in history, dude. Imagine 100 people from each region, bro. They all show up.
I don't think they
That's the
fly
best.
everyone out, but I think they invite them. I think you fly out
You
10
can
from each.
pay
If you have to, I think you can get the invite, but it's up to you if you want
to
to
go.
Like,
Yeah,
they
I think
can't, like,
maybe
pay for
like
everyone.
top 10 gets like full pay.
Maybe give like a small
everything.
stipend, but only
Yeah.
for, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You know what? Really
it'd be
thinking
hard.
about it, dude. that'd
Fighting
be
games don't
so
got money
cool.
like that, so it's hard.
Yeah,
It's Riot
it's,
though.
it's Riot. That's what I'm saying. It could be different.
But also Riot kind of hurting for money right now. They just fired like everyone,
They
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
which I'm
that's
worried for
crazy.
2XKO. But
I don't know. I mean, they have so many possibilities to do stuff like unprecedented in the FGC. They could easily run the biggest world tour of all time.
yeah,
They could change how they run it because, like, dude, like I said, they can do the leaderboard thing because they're gonna have players, dude.
Yeah.
They're gonna have players for days. And they could,
Definitely.
bro.
dude. They already have like a world tour. They don't have to make a tour. They just like the stage they use for league. Just do that, but we're like early in the morning or something, right?
Yeah.
Or like a day after, like the day before they do it.
I mean, I
just
think they
extend
do
it a day.
TFT at Worlds on a different
Like a
area.
different
Like
day,
it's
yeah.
the same venue, I think, but like in a smaller place.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
We just do something like that, right? Dude, that'd be so cool. Because, like, dude, the crowds is going to be massive because we're going to have the people watching League, right?
Yeah. Imagine being a
just gonna
pre-show
come
of the
by.
Worlds Finals, like the
not
grand
gonna know
finals
what
match.
the-
Dude, if we're
going
the
on,
pre-show, I'm so down to be a pre-show, dude.
They don't know what the fuck
You know
is
how
going on.
cool that
They're
would-
gonna see Yasuo.
They're gonna get hyped. They're gonna get
They're gonna
hyped.
get hyped. They'll be like, "Holy shit! What do you do?"
Oh, is that fucking Echo? No! They're gonna see some like low tier ass League of Legends character be like broken as hell
Yeah.
to a scale. They're gonna see Timo be like insane,
Hold on now.
dude.
That would be hype.
Dude, there's so many possibilities. I think the hype for that game is gonna be unprecedented. I'm gonna be so real. I think the crowds is gonna be insane for like a world tour. As long as they don't do like a separate tour, separate venue. If they do a separate venue, I'm gonna be so sad.
I'd be asleep.
Obviously, because dude, you know fucking because the issue is no shame to like AWT. Dude, the crowds at AWT, they're not as big as you would expect for like a world tour. Like,
Yeah.
that is.
No, it was like you compare Capcom Cup finals to AWT finals, right?
Yeah.
Strive had a big crowd. It was,
That
like,
shit was
they felt-
fine. I mean, the issue is it's not as big as like Combo Breaker, dude.
yeah, you can't.
You get a
get
Combo Breaker
all the
crowd.
attention.
That shit is like
Every
way
game,
cooler than like yeah, it's every
had that
game.
crowd. It was fucked up too, because like we watched Uni. It was 10 in the morning. No one was there. No,
Yeah.
the crowd went mild, bro. There was no one there.
Did you watch the
But
stream, Vega,
I
for
did.
Uni?
I
Dude, the
watched
crowds was
Uni.
so sad. The crowd was so sad.
I will say, I feel like, Uni's not that popular.
It's not.
Yeah.
Grand Blue is what
I mean, it's a
like,
cool game.
it's a cool game,
Grand Blue's whatever.
but
Yeah.
there's not enough people that are going to be flying to this event, right?
Yeah.
And Strive is in its dying days. I'm going to be honest.
It's falling off.
I mean, like I said, like for like a World Tour, dude, most people who show up are competitors. They're not there for like spectating. So like
Yeah.
when a lot of them lose, they just go home.
I think that's the thing that
That's why I think is like, dude, if we're at Worlds for League of Legends, dude, most of those people are spectators.
Yeah.
They're gonna watch. We're gonna have crowds. It's gonna be insane.
I feel like that's a really interesting topic for a different podcast. I think that's a really big can of worms of like why FGC crowds are so small. But
Yeah.
I think that's another.
We could talk about that another
Yeah.
time.
But I can get on that, dude. There's like so much to talk about when it comes to that topic.
There's a lot for sure.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, we're nearing almost an hour and a half now.
That's a long time, bro.
Yeah, I think a lot of
No,
good stuff.
we've been yapping.
Good yeah for episode 1. So I guess this will probably where we call it
Yeah,
here
well.
for this one. We talked about a lot. We talked about Arc World Tour, overall thoughts. I guess before we stop, I guess one last thing, if y'all want to get on your soapbox of stuff you want changed for. I know Grand Blue players had a lot of opinions on first to 2, so.
Yeah. Okay. I'm no lie. I say this to a lot of people. I'm fine with first to 2 in pools, not for majors, not for like a World Tour, but like for your general major, like Combo Breaker. I think first to 2 in pools is cool. I like first to 2 because everything goes faster. I think after pools, it should all be first to 3.
Yeah.
Because okay, I say this to a lot of people. Some people get upset at me. If you're the favorite to make it out of pools, first to 2 shouldn't matter. It's pools. Like let's be real. Like if you're the best player in your pool, you should be able to make it out while dropping a game.
You are chilling, yes.
You're chilling, yeah. So first to 2 shouldn't matter. It's just to help the process of the tournament going. If you lose in first to 2 pools as the favorite, that's on you. That's on you. You can't get mad at anyone else but yourself. After that, I think it's cool. All first to 3. Just make the first day run better because dude, they have so many pools first day. They gotta get that shit done. But that's my opinion on first to 2. World tours are different because dude, you spent the whole year traveling. I think it should be first to 3 the whole way.
Yeah, dude.
It's the best of the best too. Like
it's the best, yeah.
Some people only played. People that had to fly out would spend thousands of dollars for tournaments, right? They flew them out to Cali to play 6 games. You played, if you went 0-2 every game, you played 6 games, your whole bracket.
Did anyone go?
And if you, I don't think anyone went. I don't think anyone took no games, right?
No,
I think
the worst it was. Elsa took 1 game out of the 6.
Yeah, Elsa played.
It went 1 in 6
games. Yeah,
they played 7 games. Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's so fun.
It's like you flew out, you did a whole year traveling, just you got like 1-7 on the tour.
You don't even get to play everyone. Like I would be more okay if they just did like a whole bracket, like a 16-man bracket that lasted that Saturday, and then they did top 8 Sunday.
Yeah, I mean the issue of the brackets is like, how do you do seeding? Like that's a whole different discussion.
No, you do it off of the like a point qualifier.
Well, I mean, if you go that whole tour, it's like some people had easier qualifiers than others. Like that's the whole thing. It's like it's hard to talk about, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because like you don't want to discredit people for qualifying.
I think
just some people qualify through easier ways, right?
Yeah.
There's also issues where like sometimes like people might be good. Like say someone won. I think there was an issue with Strive where like I think Sonicon was like seed 2, something like that. I could be wrong.
They received 2 because
they won
EVO Japan.
Because of EVO Japan.
Not
EVO Japan.
Yeah,
not
like,
EVO.
that's such. I think time. It's such a weird thing because sometimes someone can like say win a major at the beginning, like a platinum at the beginning, becomes rank 1.
A long time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like they just could not play for a year, and now you have someone who's seed 1 that doesn't play, and it's like
that was like that was
rookies. People thought it was gonna be rookies, but he cooked. No lie, he cooked.
Oh, he cooked. Yeah, he was 2nd seed. But I think if you seeded off like recent results, he wouldn't have been 2nd seed. It's like it's really tough to do seeding like way in advance, right?
It is very hard.
It's hard to do that stuff.
And like I mean, it's such a hard thing because I feel like maybe I'm speaking out of my ass here, but like, what seed was Zane? I feel like Zane should have been pretty high. He was.
Zane was the highest points
qualifier.
Yeah. So what does that translate to in seeds?
He was like 10, 11 seed.
How many people? How many points? How many?
I have to pull this
up.
How
many spots were there? Yeah, let's check the Wikipedia.
But I'm pretty sure he had the highest points. So I think he was like 10 for 11 seed. Let me see. AWT, Grand Blue.
And honestly, I think points should mean
Points
know,
are okay.
more than
I think points show
autoqualifier, though.
consistency. Okay, if you're winning as much as Zane was, I'm gonna be honest. Like you deserve to be high.
Yeah.
They should auto
Instead of-
like if he
yeah.
got 400 points, bro, just put him in, bro. Like come on, like give him like it doesn't matter. Like usually, like I feel like it's a bad look, right? When you have people like it's not a bad like Zane is such a good player, right? He deserves the points, but it kind
Yeah.
of feels like it gets really inflated because like you compare the Strive points to the Grand Blue points, right? Like Zane, like people are like not even qualifying with like 190 points. Like Zenith wasn't able to qualify because they had like 170 points, which is insane. Because Strive having 170 points, you're good, like you're locked in.
To be fair, Strive had extraneous circumstances on his points.
It was very weird. Strive was very weird.
Well,
Like,
we lost two
you
players
lost two
that
players.
both
You lost one plat and you lost 1 point qualifier. That's pretty
a
crazy.
lot of points. Oh, three actually, because Leffen also.
Yeah, that that was crazy.
I just did the research. And Zane was the 9th seed. I mean,
yeah,
that highest points because there was 8 auto qualifiers for Grand Blue.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole another discussion. It's like, do you deserve their seeding off of how they did auto qualifiers, right?
And it's hard.
It's like you could win the smallest tournament of the season, right? But it was an auto qualifier. Do you deserve 5th seed, 4th seed off that?
I mean, and that's where you get into stuff where it's like there should be like a board to decide, but who do you get to decide that? Because all your good players are in the
How you
tournament,
bias
right?
it, Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, another issue is that it's like you're kind of discrediting people, right? If you do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to go down that whole route where it's like you're going to discredit this whole region, right? Because that's going to have to go down the book of words. It's like, oh, this region is weaker than others. They shouldn't be seeded as well for winning in that region. But it's like, how do you do that, right? There's no data for that.
I think Swiss is the good answer, to be honest. I
Yeah,
know a lot of people
I think what they did was the best thing they could have done. Even though like players hated it, there's no way to seed a bracket like
I
that.
don't like the way they did it, to be honest. I think a round robin was a terrible idea, and Razo is my example of that.
Yeah.
Razo won
1%
more games
differential.
and didn't qualify.
Yeah. I mean, how would you do it? Would you just do?
I do so. Round robin is different than Swiss. I think Swiss, the way it works is that you break into. There's this really cool tournament called the Icarus Invitational. It does a really cool method, but it didn't do well the first time. But you break it into whatever, and you play. 16 is actually a very clean number. You roughly seed it, which is still I guess an issue, right? But it's less of a problem. You play until you lose 3 matches, and you play people of equal win-loss.
Wait, what do you mean? So you play?
So like everyone starts 0-0, right? But after that, the 1-0s play the 1-0s. The 0-1s play the 0-1s. If you lose 3, you're out. If you win 3, you're out. Like you make it to the next stage.
Oh, so do you keep rotating after each game win?
Yeah, you keep playing people of equal win-loss until you.
Each set win, yeah. So you win a set, that's 1 point, and you have to win 3 sets basically.
Yeah.
Is that what we're gonna? Yeah.
I think that's a good way to do it.
So everyone has to play a set against everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone plays against everyone, but you play theoretically equal skill level the entire time.
Yes. You play a variety of players until you get like a certain subset of players where it's like, oh, you have like 4 players that won like 4-0, and then you have another set of players that won like 4-1. That's your top 8, right?
And obviously people can still get screwed by like RNG getting bad matchups 3 times in a row, but it's a lot less likely to happen, and it's
a lot less variance. It's like consistency.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so weird. That's how we never had a. I think the best tour we ever had was like as crazy as it sounds. It is Capcom Cup, no lie. I mean, they randomly assign it, but it's like besides that, it all goes well, right?
Capcom Cup. I mean, it's because
there were still complaints for that one too, wasn't there?
I mean, most of the complaints were just like it was randomly assigned groups, right? And that's it.
Yeah, because you had players from the same regions playing each other, which isn't what they wanted for sure.
That was the only complaint, was that it was randomly assigned. Everything else went well, right?
Yeah, everything else besides that was fine.
Because it was literally just round robin. Everyone played everyone. And they had 5 people, not 4.
Yeah, exactly. It was 5 people. Was it first to 2? It was first to 2. Yeah, 5 people first to 2. But I feel like that's the problem. No, that's not the problem. I'm saying it's the problem with the Arc one with the Grand Blue. It was 4 people. It was 4 less people, right? And first to 2. Round robin. That shouldn't happen. I think I was saying it. I didn't say it here, but I was talking with other people. They're like, it's better with Strive because it's first to 3. You have more games, making the percent differential matter less because there were more games to be played. But in Grand Blue, it was like we didn't know shit until it actually happened. Like when Zippy was in the car, we were like, "Bro, I think I'm out, bro." We were like, "Oh, Zane has to win 1 game, or Zane has to like lose 2-0." It's like
Yeah.
we don't know what's happening. Like, it was so
Yeah, I remember when I sat down, I'm like, I don't know if my 2-0 over space is enough to make it out. Because I went 1-2 with Zane. I went 1-2 with Toro. And then I 2 at space. I'm like, I don't know this is enough. And then I remember staff from Arxis literally went up to me. He was like, yo, if Zane loses this set, you're in. Like, he didn't even have to take a game. He had to win the set. Like, a game wasn't enough. When he said that, dude, I never wished more on someone's downfall in my life. I'm so sorry, Zane. No lie, I don't think I've ever cheered for someone harder in my life, even you, Alvin, bro. My whole life was in that set. And that's like such a weird feeling to have, knowing you literally, your whole run relies on someone else doing something. Right?
It feels horrible. Yeah, no,
I never had that experience where like my whole run relies on someone else.
Everything is out of your hands.
Yeah.
Literally everything's out of my hands, dude.
It's like,
I don't know.
Like, I mean, it's like, yeah, you could have done better, but now it's like, what do I do now?
Man, that goes of like round robin. That goes of everything, really.
Mm-hmm.
Not like exactly Swiss, but
I guess I have a question or a pose for y'all. This will be the last subject, I guess, of the episode. But what if I saw Damascus bring this up? He was saying, so Damascus is a big promoter of Swiss, but he was thinking of something of like, or he mentioned something on Twitter of you do Swiss for like top 8, right? And top 8 is single elim, but like first to 5.
Single elim first to 5. No.
Oh,
okay,
no,
the issue is
that's what they did for Esports World Cup, right?
Yeah.
I like that. No, I was a big fan of that.
You talk about like single elim top 8. Winners, losers doesn't matter once you're in top 8.
Yeah. Just bracket from top 8, go through first to 5.
That could work.
I
think that's cooler. I think that's cool for invitationals. I don't think they should do it for like majors ever.
Wait, not for majors. This is only for like.
Yeah. I think like invitationals are that's a cool thing to do. Yeah. It's like you could have the group stages where it's like top 2 make it out. But, like once you're in top 8, like winners and losers doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should seed it though, right? Like the winner of the pool fights like the loser of the pool technically, but it's still single elimination first to 5, right?
Yeah.
So you do like a little seeding like that where it's like winner of group 1 fights like first place group 1 fights second place group 2, right? Once they make it out. Maybe a cool thing they can do.
Something like that, yeah. But
that would be specifics, but
yeah.
I think for 5 games, it could go up to 9 games. Gives you enough time. Like that's why you don't need the losers bracket, right? You have so many games.
More than enough time to adapt.
Yeah.
I will say, I think that only works for events that run 1 game.
Yeah.
No.
Like that would not work for the Arkle Tour. Yeah, I mean, like even if it's like Arkle Tour was an invitational, it wouldn't work.
Esports World Cup had Tekken too. Come on.
Wait, what?
Well, they had different
time.
Days. No, there were different days. No,
I don't think so.
Why do you think it only works for 1 game?
Well, okay, for like let's say Arkle Tour for example, right? They ran Uni, Grand Blue, and Guilty Gear back to back.
Yeah, but you're eliminating the time
to run all 3 back to back.
You're eliminating losers bracket though. Like the same number of games probably end up getting played.
Actually, the games would be less than now.
Yeah.
Yeah, at most.
Yeah, the games would be less. Yeah.
At most, it'd be 9.
Yeah, they'll be faster, no?
Like,
you're right. That would be faster.
It might not be because it's depending on the game, etc. But it's like that's a lot of games that can be played at the most.
Yeah.
So, but it would. I think it would be more exciting and more fun to watch as a spectator.
And I mean, there'll probably be more ad breaks though, because you probably do an ad break after your first to 5, because it could be fun going on forever, dude.
Well, every ad break after a first to 5, no.
Dude.
It'd have to be like. Because they wouldn't even do that for Arc Tour. It was like an ad break in between major segments of bracket, like between like first block. It was like winner semis into losers quarters, right? You'd have those sets played.
We did one after losers round 1 too.
Yeah, exactly. Ad break there, but it'd be tricky, but I'm a big fan of it. I would be a big fan of it.
I think it'd be cool to do that, but I feel like there's got to be like more to it, right? I don't know if it's that easy.
In my opinion, the only drawback is that, say someone gets a very bad matchup.
Oh, and they have no chance.
You're just like,
okay, you know what? If it was like that and I fought Gamera round 1, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed as hell. No, if I fight the unwinnable matchup, to go home 5-0, bro.
5 games off of this.
Yeah, it's like 5 games off the 7-3. I can maybe squeeze out a first to 2. Not a 5-0. What the fuck?
That's the only issue.
It's
So
like,
it definitely makes matchups. I want to say matchups matter more because skill should matter, but
way
sometimes
more,
matchups
yeah.
are just like
Because it's like
It's
the
very
less games you
Sisyphus
play
rock.
and it's like a losing matchup, right? It's like let's say you have to play like a 6-4 losing matchup, right? It's like a first to two. That's more doable winning that than like
Yeah.
a first to three.
You can scrub out a first to two, a first to three,
You can
whatever.
scrub out a first to
First
two,
to
first to
five
three.
is like,
First
all
to
right.
five, it's like I don't think I could scrub that out. It's hard.
Yeah. So I guess that's the only downside is that if you play some unwinnable Sisyphus rock ass matchup, like, pack your bags. But
Because like you can only do so much and so many opportunities. Eventually, you'll just get tier diffed.
but
Or,
if a
like,
game is balanced well, then it wouldn't be an issue.
yeah,
I think it depends on the game. Would
that's
you guys
cool.
think gear would work for that? Like,
I think gear can work for that. Gear is like as much as people hate the balance, it's low key kind of balanced.
I can't comment on that now. I don't play the game like that, but
Yeah, I mean, as long as you play like a decent character, it's okay.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Are there unwinnable matchups in the game at the moment?
I'm
don't-
sure if you post that question on Twitter, you're gonna get
They're
1,000
gonna
likes.
get
Okay.
responses.
There you
And
go. Let's go interaction
I'm
bait that
gonna
one.
do that right now. I will actually do that right now.
that's a bigger tweet. I don't know. It's like the only
First
time there were
combat
like
win, Tiki
unwinnable matchups. I think was deadass like season 2, season 1.
I think now conversions are just too good and Oki's too strong for
One
to have any unwinnable matchup. Like there's hard matchups.
like there were seven
but
threes in like season 2. Would you consider a 7-3 to be unwinnable? Like, what's your opinion on that?
I don't think
Would
that.
you consider a 7-3 to be basically unwinnable, dude? Like in modern games, like how are you winning a 7-3?
7-3 in the modern day.
That shit's hard, bro.
Yeah, no, it's. I don't think those should exist. I don't. It's
I think that's
very,
like a dev issue at that point.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Like,
dev
they-
issue.
They.
Like, I think 6-4s are winnable. Like they're hella winnable, right? 6-4s are fine. 7-3 is like.
I just think FGC doesn't use 7-3 properly, but that's just me.
People say 7-3 because I can't do 2K2D. I'm like, okay, man, I don't care.
I can't just run at you in / unwinnable
Yeah.
matchup.
Yeah.
Every matchup is like you cut out a big part of
Literally half your character doesn't work. Yeah.
It's literally
I think 7-3s are like if half your character literally doesn't work, that's basically a 7-3.
also.
Anything more than that is like extreme.
I think if you're a one chance character, 7-3s matchups are kind of meaningless. Like at that point, like I don't think you're gonna be worse than a 6-4.
Player can't have a 7-3. That's the thing. Like you get in, you're in. Like they risk you out.
If you could TOD me off of a lucky mash, I don't care how bad the matchup is in neutral, bro. Like I gotta touch you eventually.
Yeah.
Like you can find a way.
Tiers are like matchups and like tiers. They're so interesting to talk about. You can make a whole podcast on that one
Yeah.
topic. Right? It's like you can go on when it comes to like how bad is a 6-4 really, right? It's like people throw that term so loosely, like 6-4. And you get like data. It's like low key even. So it's like it's
I
weird.
think people definitely. Okay, this is getting a whole another can of worms for next time. But I think people definitely in modern day FGC over-evaluate character strength rather than player skill.
Player strength.
I think player
yeah.
skill matters so much more than people think.
It
in, like,
does
these
matter a lot
matchups.
more.
Like I don't know. I had this
Yeah.
debate with MJ earlier of talking about Jack and HC, where I was like, I think Jack is just finessing people, to be honest. a
Oh,
lot of it.
Jack's skill is insane. Yeah,
But
he's really good. I mean, his awareness is crazy if you watch him play.
I mean, I think HC allows him to finesse people. I think the character has HC has everything
He's
you
the
need to
tools
finesse.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's like if you have the tools to like better player people, that kid is crazy.
but he doesn't do it by himself as much anymore. He used to definitely just spawn top 8, but I think now you have to.
Oh, no, he's a really
He's
good
working
player.
for it. He's working for it
Yep.
for sure. He's great at the game. But no, I mean that's all I got on the subject.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a way different topic to get into.
Yeah.
And it's like, how bad is a 6-4 really?
Talking for a while.
I guess we'll have to save those for next
Yeah,
time. Already good
it's
topics for
good
next time. So,
Mhm.
all
Yeah.
right. Well, I guess thanks everyone for watching. Gonna wrap it up. If y'all want to plug your Twitters or whatever you want to plug, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, we can just like have a little card that shows up for you, right? We don't do anything crazy.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll put that up. But
Yeah.
all right. Thanks everyone
Yeah,
for watching. This has been Run It
Good
Back,
episode.
episode 1. Peace.
Peace.